viene al sillón. Pero esa niña pobrecita, por Dios, era.
No hay cama.
Deberían sacar una foto y decirles, obviamente en broma, en miembros o algo. ¿Sí? Como de, I don't know, de una cooperación para una familia para pobre gata.
Mira ese pinche gato. What up, Dust? What up, Golden? How is you guys? Just give me a second while I set up here. Estes vato? That's how you say it, Jerry? Again, estes vato. Your Spanish is bad. Is my mic sounds a bit weird? Let's turn it on. Gonna take Delilah out. Be back 100%. I'm dyeing your hair again because it's still more than again. Dyeing your hair again is like the third time.
Yeah.
Freaking Dust. Again, yeah.
Se le va a caer, se puede rojo.
I don't know. Misspell. Why isn't that working? Why is it a black screen? That's fine. Yeah, even picking the golden says your hair will fry.
Are you scrolling? Is it a sleeping?
Wait, let me go live on TikTok. And there. You can go live. Excuse me. Just watching FNAF movies in the bathroom on the floor with a plastic bag on your head at 1 a.m. Totally normal. Also, it's been like 2 months. I need to dye my hair again. It has not been 2 months. You just dyed your hair like maybe a few weeks ago. Maybe. Forgot to do that. Can I draw Gum Gum Fruit, please? I mean, I can. Oh, forgot to do that. I mean, I can. Let me just put this real quick. Pin message. No, you're not wasting my time at all. Not wasting my time at all. Let me see. I'm so nervous for my party Sunday. What if no one shows up? I never hosted a party or never hosted anything. Plus, my hair is really healthy. I'm pretty much just doing an overlay. The thing. My hair so much of a growth, bro. I think it's been almost like 2. It's been like less than a month for sure. Because I remember you dyed it when I still had my freaking Minecraft world, which was like fairly new. And it's been like only a month since I had it. Sup. What up, Midnight? With the brand new excuse me, brand new. What do you call it? That thing. What up, Ashlyn? Thank you. I'm going to have parties, but I'm an adult now. Well, keep me updated to see if your party goes goes well. And that was yesterday's drawing. Today we'll be doing this one right here. That's today's drawing. So BRB, I will keep you updated. Yeah, for sure. Keep me updated. Let me know how your party goes. I hope it's all goes according to plan. Thank you, Ashlyn. I'm either doing my drawings of maybe it's a skull. Here are some that I've done. Here are my skulls. So I'm either working on these drawings or maybe working on a drawing request that I be getting if I'm lucky. If not, then I just draw whatever comes to mind. Also, I'm hopping on MC today. Yeah, for sure. I'll try to. Probably won't hop on too long because I have work tomorrow in the morning. But I'll be on there. I don't know if you've hopped on lately, but I'm building another shop behind your shop. And thank you so much for the tip as well, Dust. I saw a very, very, very nice tip. I also need one ancient debris. Well, I have two. I have two ancient debris. Thank you, Ashton. Getting you started. I mean, yeah, technically you're kind of my second customer. Seawolf was my first, and for the what do you call it? 40 placed an order, but they haven't actually picked up their order. You as well, Ashton. You as well. Hope you have an amazing day and or night, depending where you are. But at the moment, I just need gold. So if you give me gold dust, then I'm happy. I'll give you an ancient debris for some gold. Because I'm in dire need of that. Okay, I'm trying to get this proportion. 2 stacks of gold, you're desperate? Alright, I'll give it to you. Once I get off of here, if you're on, then I'll give it to you. If not, I'll leave it somewhere in your base. Because I've been doing a lot of mining in the nether. I'm trying to give some, what do you call it? Get some quartz for Seawolf. So yeah. You're gonna hop on. Alright. If anything, I'll probably try to keep this to maybe an hour long. And then I'll hop on some Minecraft. I'll try to keep this one short. And I have seen you started building like some mushroom on your base too. Looking pretty cool. Not sure what you're building, but looks pretty dope. There's another guest house, but it's for Ruby. Ruby never gets on. Well, at least I've never seen them on. And thank you for building that the first guest house. I've been using it a lot, honestly. Alright, you guys should be able to hear me. This mic sucks a bit, but you guys should be able to hear me. Let me. This one died. That's why you can hear me. What up, Happy? Long time no see. Or should I say, what up, Daisy? Yeah, holy jump scare. Where have you been, Daisy? I haven't seen you in forever. I've been wondering where you were. Yeah, better a bad mic, no mic. Yeah, this. So I have two mics. The one I just plugged in is a bit shitty. This one is a little bit better, but it died. Thank you for the likes. What is that? I can't even pronounce that. You okay, but very tired. Is that common chaos or I think it's like chaos? Yeah, on TikTok. I'm going to school in 1 hour, so I'm guessing you are in Europe somewhere. Somewhere in Europe, just like happy. I know they have school soon. I felt to 12 at midnight to look at anime I'm watching, and it was for nothing. Damn. What anime did you stay up watching? That was for nothing. I'm waiting at school right now. Actually, Betty I, Buddy Mouth, Betty I. me see. This is I don't think it is. Slightly off. Hi, bye, Ruby. There's a new episode of anime coming out, and it didn't come out right. And it didn't come out right during midnight, sadly. So it came out like super late. What up, Jason? How you been? I know last time you joined in real quick and then left. So I'm just hoping we can catch up a little bit this time. I think I'll leave it as is. Why they're mods? Can you be mod? I mean, they're mods because they've been here for a good while, supporting, helping out. Like Jason, they've been like super supportive. So I was like, you know what? Let's give a mod. Happy has been here for a good while, always joining. So I was like, you know what? They're always here, so I'll give them mod. Same with Ruby. Thank you more for all the likes. Excuse me. You love me though. Yeah, this is the first time you joined in with me. You love me though. This is the first time you joined in the stream. No, it was coming out today, and I was hoping it was at midnight. Okay, we're going through some rough times, but you'll be fine. All right, well, hopefully you're fine. Hopefully, and it seems like I might be as well going through some rough times, but we'll see. We'll try to manage these rough times. I'm good, Daisy. How are you, my favorite German person? What up, Braxton? Long time no see. What's up with you? Always nice to see you coming in, stopping by, saying hello. You're teasing. Hmm, let's call it that. We're going AFK. Alright, for sure. I said I'll probably be on in. Hopefully, I'll keep it to like an hour and a half. I'll be on the craft, and I'll give you some ancient debris. You see one of the OG mods here right now, but I'm just chilling and crap stuff. It's rough for me. Like it's bad. For me. I've not been arting as much. I lost your sketchbook. No, not good. But I'm assuming you're still doing your dragons though. I still wait to see use quality wood pencils. I probably won't be using wood pencils anytime soon. I'm back everything when smooth the dog is sleeping. I love her when she's sleeping. Yeah. No hiccups. No I don't know. Loud dogs in the middle of the night. I should poop into a noodle. Alright, later, Braxton. Take care. Hope things turn out well. I shall see if you do stop by next week. Things have been pretty bad for me lately. Also, life goes on. Yeah, life. Life be lifing, man. Life seems to be lifing as well for me. Seems like I'm going to try to make some money, but we'll see what we do. If not, I have a few things I could sell to make some extra make some extra cash. Just gotta try and stay positive, you know. She's doing really good. Thankfully, where they got her, she knew bedtime was bedtime. We should renew quick train. Well, she'll be 3 in August. Oh, so she's pretty young then. If she's only 3 years old, you got her, fairly young. The Malfoy. You gotta love me some Slytherin. I think we're kind of decent, so we'll just start shading this in. If I see her, I'll tell her. I'm not sure if she's in the bathroom or in the room relaxing. But when she comes out, I'll let her know that you said hi. Safe chat? Fuck no. What a Pavi? Why both small painting different price? One is a drawing, one is a painting. That's why different prices. Let me show you real quick the difference. So here's a small drawing, and then here's a small painting. Painting is a little bit more because it takes a lot longer than to draw them, and sometimes I make them a little bit bigger. Yeah, that's why they're different prices. Drawings are a little bit quicker to get done compared to the paintings. They take longer. And I hope that answered your question. Let me see. We usually can only stop when I'm early to school outside evening and we'll on weekend, but sadly always stream too late. But it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm sorry, Happy. I'm sorry. But I really do appreciate you always stopping by, even if for like a few minutes, to just say hello. Bye. It ain't safe. It ain't safe. You see, it's not normal when you left. Arm starts throbbing. No, it's not normal when you left. Arm starts. Yeah, no, it's not safe. It's not normal. Alright, so I think I'm all caught up. All caught up. What up, Silver? Long time no see. Where's my pen? So? There it is. You want a Mola Mola drawing? Then I shall do it for you, Jason. I'm a lot better at drawing animals than I'm at drawing, people. You might be stressing, Golden. These are rough times we're living in. Stressful. Lots of things are going on. Left, right, up, down, right, and center. We just gotta try to stay positive. That's all we can do. And maybe use our art to try and escape this reality that we're living, that we're in. So much going on in the world. So much going on. Let's see, it'd be easy, it'd be stressing. Oh, Jason says hi.
Jason?
Jason, yeah. The one says, when he always says like, Pinchy Joy.
Oh.
Coconut? It smells like coconut. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you heard Jason, but Joy says hi back. It smells like coconut to me. It's coconut. No matter what you say, it's coconut. It's coconut. Yes, it's coconut. It just smells like coconut. It's key. Positivity is key. You stream at the times it fits you. Exactly. Skip is they are. I always hear about this party, but maybe I'll go ahead and put myself. Yeah, yeah. Don't cancel a party. Just go through with the party. Just go through with it. I hope the best for you, Golden, with your party. I mean, do you got like things planned? Music, games, food, the whole thing. I was like therapist Tuesday. Now I think she needs therapy. Come on, it can't be that bad. And Joy has already left. As soon as she comes, she leaves. But how's everyone on TikTok as well? I've been kind of ignoring you guys. Mainly because no one on TikTok really talks. Most of the people who are typing and like going back and forth, they're all on YouTube. But I see today we have a few people on TikTok. I appreciate you guys stopping in, just watching, liking. We have fun once every one is here. It's a paint and sip part. Oh, a paint and sip. So people will be painting on a pre-drawn canvas. I kind of want to do one of those paint and sips, or go to a one of those drawing classes where there's like a live model. I want to do one of those. A paint and sip or like a live model drawing. Be kind of cool. Yeah. What up, Silver? Long time no see. Yeah. Hello, you TikToker. Thanks for supporting Eric. Yeah, we got a few people on TikTok today. So thank you to those who are here. Yeah, I did say hello, but I'm just saying hello again. Hello twice to you. And I'm planning on doing a Jackbox stream next Saturday. I'm not sure what date that lands on. Drumming one of your French girls. I don't know, sipping paint. Doesn't sound very appealing to you. It's appetizer and the girls' night to women only, no men. Okay. I think it should be a fine night for you, Golden. I really hope it's a success, a smashing hit. And I don't know, maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks, once a month, you have this girls' night, sip and paint, and just relax, relax. Paint a little bit, be creative. A drawing of a long, wattled, is it wattled umbrella. Do you learn more? Blah, blah. Do you learn more? I can't talk. Do you learn more from pain than happiness, or does pain occur more or less? I'm not sure. You can have joy without pain, right? That's what they'll be saying. That's what they'd be saying. If there is no pain, there is no joy. So we can't really, truly appreciate joy without some pain. So we already had another one planned, 1920s birthday party. All right. I said, keep me updated, see how it goes. I'm interested. I am interested. Do I do drawing requests? I do drawing requests. Unfortunately, I'm more like doing kind of commissions. I'm trying to make some money to pay rent. $2 and I'll do a drawing request, and then $8 and I'll do a painting box. That's a woman for a night. Maybe wear pantyhose, a skirt, and a bra. That's the spirit, Jason. Yeah, sorry if I gotta have like it's behind a paywall for the drawing request. Nobody can get more than 75 XP. Yeah, XP is kind of tricky. I know there's a few ways to get XP on YouTube. Either typing a lot, donating, and that's it. That's the two things I know on how you get XP. Excuse me. I mean, it's all good, Noah. I mean, you don't gotta donate. You know, as long as you're here, typing away, liking or whatever, that's all that matters. It's not as dark. It's rigged. I gotta give YouTube executive handy. Like you got the secrets, huh, Bobby? Here's just futile, an just like any award show. So you can read. Excuse me for my horrible speech tonight. I'm a little bit tipsy, just a tad bit. It's fun to have people to talk slash react into the stream as a streamer of or viewer. Yeah, it's a lot more enjoyable when there's people to talk to when you're streaming, even if it's just like one or two people. I'd rather have let's say two viewers talking than 100 viewers not talking. Me personally. What up, M Bug? Yeah, I got some liquid courage in me. I was drinking my Four Loco. You know me, always sipping Four Loco. So I'm just a little bit tipsy. Not a lot, just a tiny bit. Looks like your profile picture. He's been I've been paying for locals ever since noon. It's where his artistic inspiration comes from. Not even. Thank you, Sam and Ambug. I do have a reference image that I'm looking at. You're an artist too. Hopefully, you have a mega pint of wine. I don't like wine. I'm not a wine drinker. Let me see. I agree with you. I'd rather have two viewers who are both talking than 100 viewers. Yeah, exactly. You've had a dozen beers. You haven't kept accounts. You drinking? What do you say you drink? I forgot what you be drinking. Why are you trying to butter me up, Noah? It's not gonna work. What up, Pixel? Thank you. Thank you. Miller Lite. Okay, that's you. Yes, I got one loco in my system, and maybe I'll open up a new can of whatever I got. I ain't trying to get too buzzed. I just want to get like a nice buzz going. A nice little tips. I don't like getting fucked up when I drink. Oh, the buttermilk. He prefers Amazon brand baby oil. Who is gotta send a super chat? Cool gamer. Is that you? Everyone make room for Cool Gamer. That's an official OG, a triple certified OG. They've been here since like 20 to like 50 subs. I was gotta I gotta thank Cool Gamer. They've been here since the beginning since I started this channel, and I shall forever remember their name, Cool Gamer. CG, as I call them. Heoreology. We're currently at like a 2,400, I think, and they've been here since 25 subs. So a big thank you and shout out to you, Cool Gamer. I have not forgotten you, and I shan't forget you ever. As a bighorn sheep skull, I'm not sure. I'll show you the reference picture in a bit. I'm not surprised since I was met. Oh, you're meant to get notification. You didn't get notification. Well, I'm so many L's. You work with them. Cool Gamer list by their name. The version on 2K. Thank you, Cool. Thank you, CG. That's here. Let me show the reference image. This is what I'm doing. So I'm not sure if it's a big horn sheep or not. But that's what I'm attempting to draw. And so chat with 720k flip nose crying while double fisting me. Excuse me. Yeah, I remember those freaking late nights playing Subnautica, and Cool Gamer helped me pass the game, as well as BG Vasily. I'm not sure I pronounce their name. It's a Greek name, but I remember them. Thank you, Captain. I'm like 98.3.25% sure it's a bighorn sheep. Most likely, I'm not sure. You drew a bomb jellyfish today. I'm into sea life all of a sudden. Send it. I want to see it. I'm not sure if you have it on your channel, but I would love to see what you've been up to. I'm always interested in seeing what you guys be drawing. And I was very surprised when you showed me that picture of your, graffiti work. I was like, I would never have suspected you, a lot of people, to have some graffiti work underneath your belt. Thank you more for all the likes. 1.3 likes on TikTok. Let me charge it real quick before it dies. You don't have any pictures on my phone yet. It's not. Alright, it's all good. Well, I guess when it's finished, then you can send it. If you want to send it. I think a Mega Man boss. Really, I love the color. In graffiti, it's very colorful. I can't see that. Sorry, Jason. I have to accept my fate with getting called Daisy and German for the rest of my life. Stay here. I do hope I stay here. Well, I hope you stay here as long as you can, but eventually, I feel like most of you will move on. It is what it is. It is what it is, Happy. But I do appreciate the time you have spent here. You post a jellyfish. All right, for sure. For sure. I just kind of have like that in mind. Like I know most of them, or most of the people who are here, will eventually end up moving on to like a different streamer or YouTuber. But for the time being, I'm gonna enjoy you guys while you guys are here. Ruby hates me, so you have a cat army. How many cats do you have? She likes to lower her praise guard before she beheads them. What up, Shelby? Welcome back. Always good to see you. I'll come back sometime if I leave. We'll see. 4 or 5 cats in Minecraft? That's a decent amount. I don't know. I just know everyone will leave eventually. I mean, it's just it is what it is. Whether you get bored of me or whatever, annoyed, it's fine. Yeah. Thank you, Jason, for the $2. Thanks for being on. No, keep being awesome. So I can't freaking read. Let me know, Jason, what I could do for you. Oh, you said you're Momoa. I shall draw your Momoa after this. I promise you, I will. So when she sees me in chat, she hisses. I have a few streamers I see, but one is during the day, the other streamer her life, and you stream at night, so it works for you. So sometimes internet friends fade. Yeah, I mean that's how it is. You know, people fade, they get bored, they grow apart, whatever it is. You know, I'm just gonna enjoy the ride, enjoy the people who are here, and remember you fondly. Like Cool Gamer, they were here and were like super active, but then they got like super busy with school, which I completely understand. But I still do really appreciate that. You know, after all these years, it's been like what, maybe 6 years since that they've been subscribed to me, which is a super long time, which is crazy to think about. So I really do appreciate them. Happy is definitely happy until the cane is longer a cane. Another artist I go to does graffiti. He is awesome too. Mola molas are really amazing fish. Giant will totally chill. When happy stop pretend to be to need a crane, run. I'm all caught up. All caught up. Yeah, so thank you to you guys who are here. Pavi, Jason, Golden, Happy. I appreciate you guys. I should look back fondly at these times. I remember when these people were here, showing support or just, keeping busy. Oh, damn, I didn't even notice. I fucking went over the time. It's 12:07 a.m. I went 7 minutes over. I gotta stop working on this. Since I already went over 7 minutes, might as well just add some whites. Yeah, well, I completely went over. I had no idea. And no one told me anything. I went over. I went over. Also, Dust. You see, don't forget to hit the like. Okay. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like on the stream. You can do it on mobile by tapping the screen. Welcome back. I went over by 7 minutes on this drawing. Alright. Let's do Jason's Moa. I can't come back later. That's the first drawing I've ever went over. Every drawing has a 24-hour time limit, from 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. Or, yeah. So if I start on a late, I start on a late, and I started late today. And time just went away. Shit went by super quick. Alright, later, Happy. Thank you for stopping by once again. I appreciate you a lot. Adios, my favorite German. Let's look for a space to do Jason's Moa. Right here. So let me look for an image. Close that. Search. Mo. Not Mia Mia. Moa. Stupid autocorrect. There you go. If you want to provide the image, go for it. While you provide an image of a Moa, I'm gonna go get a cup of water because I'm super thirsty. I'll leave it on this page for now. That's one of those iconic skulls. Shame won't complete. Yeah, it's a shame, Pavi, but what can you do? I'll complete it. I shan't complete it. Alright, be right back and we'll get a cup of water. Okay, I have returned with my mug of H2O. Oh, fuck, I just spilled everything. I thought because the challenge is a challenge, yeah. So I got my mug of Jurassic Park filled with water. What up, ZB? I will be drawing very soon a Moa for Jason. So let me put their name. Jason Lewis Moa. Your hair is definitely purple. I gotta see it. Okay, let's zoom in on both of the ends. Yeah, we gotta wait for Jason to send the picture. Discord. And while we'll wait for him to send the picture, let's do a quick little drawing of a dinosaur skull, a Stegosaurus, no, a Triceratops. Am I going 4 or 5 minutes to wash it? Okay. Actually, that's a bit too high. We'll do here. Not necessarily a Triceratops, but something similar to a Triceratops. That's a bit like that. There we go. I kind of messed that up a bit. Oh, my back. Thank you for all the likes, amor. I do appreciate it. Gracias, gracias. And I see we're getting rated on Twitch by Scent Cupcake. Thank you so very much for the raid. Thank you so very much. Let me know what I could draw. What's your favorite thing or animal? I'm better at animals. I'm better at drawing animals. You got Triceratops had four horns. What would it be called? Quadceratops. Yeah, probably like quadceratops, something like that. A big shout out to Sense Cupcake on Twitch for the raid. They're actually a very very good artist. I have seen their work and it's amazing. I have sneaked in to their live stream and your watercolor is amazing. I think today you were painting Deathstroke, something like that. And also yesterday you're doing something. I've sneaked in there a few times and you're a very good artist. I know last time you joined in you were saying you just started watercolor, I believe. Nah, you've been that watercolor is amazing. Oh, there you go. Demios from R6. My bad. I'm not well versed in Rainbow. Yeah, you're a very very good artist. But I should have known. It's usually those like people who are humble that are pretty good. Those who like are very kind of braggy and like I'm a very good artist. Those are usually in my experience those are the ones that they kind of drag shit. Snuck in looking for paintings found good art. You pick the best Mola pig, but try to add the size perspective. I shall. Wait, where did you get your eraser from? I got this kneaded eraser from I think Hobby Lobby. I think both of these are from Hobby Lobby. This kneaded eraser and this Tombow Mono Zero. You just started maybe after, 5 months ago. You only did coloring books. Well, your watercolor is amazing. I mean, I've seen it. I was there earlier today, and I think it was yesterday. I subbed to you. I was just like lurking, and yeah, I was just amazed by how good you were. And that's going to help me with your art. No problem, ZB. The person doesn't have to have the detail, really, just the size. Alright. So Mola Mola. You think you rely a lot on DaVinci for your sketches? You're if you were to tell me like you've been like practicing watercolors for 5 months, I'll be like, get out of here. Why are you lying? It doesn't have 5 months worth of watercolor. That's at least a year, I'd say. So anyone watching on YouTube, fucking have a piece of paper, a scrap piece of paper. We'll use this one, but go check out Sense Cupcake on Twitch. I wish I had some art that I could show you guys, but trust me, they're a very good artist with watercolor. Trust. See if you could just kind of like leave this up here. If you hear me, you'll be laughing. See, I don't think you'll watch. No. I think I've only done two things that weren't pre-printed, and it was one of them. Well, either way, it was amazing. I shall glaze those who deserve the glazing. What up, Clint, long time no see. Yeah, so once again, I really do appreciate the raid. Didn't have to, but you did. Big problem. What's going on, Clint? Watching your stream while at school, not good. You gotta focus on school. And try to support the art community. Well, I always try to, give back and support other artists. I don't really mind if people come in and, self promote. Just depends on how they do it or go about it. Because I got like a few people who come in and be like, I'm an artist, check me out. And at least for me, I'm just kind of like, that's not it's not how you go about it. But if you come in, whisper sweet nothings to me, and then be like, hey, I'm an artist, then I'll check you on and I'll show your art on my channel. Did it Clint? Yeah, it's just kind of annoying people who just come in and be like, hey, check me out. When they do that, I'm like, for sure, I'm not gonna look at your channel. But if they come in and are just kind of like talkative with me for a few minutes, and after a while, I'll be like, oh, I'm an artist. Then I'll just be like, oh, what do you do? And if they give me their channel, then I'll check them out. Do you only stream on Twitch? I'm assuming you do. That way I could you know, give you a shout out on YouTube. I told you I just started streaming about a week ago. You don't have my live set up yet. You only started streaming a week ago, and you're already like monetized. Because like I said, I was watching you earlier, and I saw someone gifted subs. I think that they gifted like a decent amount of subs to you. I was like, damn, I'm jealous. I'm jealous of you. What should you draw? You should draw a great white shark or a T Rex. One of those two. Yeah, I was jealous. I was envious of the good things. But at the same time, it made me happy. I'm like, oh, that's pretty dope. I like seeing other people, succeed. I'm lucky. I'm very lucky. My program has a big community, so they come to me too. Well, I mean, something is something. John Laura Croft from Tomb Raider. Well, I'm not big, but I can still try to give you some support. Building a small little community here on YouTube. And he games, which is why I do the Rainbow. Yeah, I already told me he games, and you're doing a Rainbow Six character. I like that. Doing a dinosaur skull at the moment, and then afterward do a Mola Mola. for Jason. Great to if people come to me and then I rate our people. It's great. I mean, if you ever wanna, you don't have to. By the way, you don't have to. Don't I want to impose myself, you know. But if you want to do like a small little collab, we can. I've done it before with a few other people that I know who also do art. So, for example, for Halloween, we painted the kids from Nightmare Before Christmas. I painted Beryl. I had a friend who painted Locke, and another one painted Shock, and we just tagged each other and like, oh, check this person out for their rendition. So I did watercolor, someone did ink, another person did digital. Excuse me. Thank you, Kaz Arties. I'm gonna head out. All right, Lair Silver, thank you for joining in. So, I mean, if you ever feel like doing something like that, we can make a. I could do like a YouTube short. Just let me know. Yeah, so maybe like some type of video game or something. I do a character from a movie or a game. You do a a character from the same game. For example, I do Donkey Kong. You do Diddy Kong. I do a watercolor. Oh, I guess we could both do watercolor. So I'm not sure how big your boyfriend's community is. I'm assuming it's probably a lot bigger than mine. But it's all good. We're currently at 2.2K on YouTube, and I think 300 on TikTok, and I'd only make 30 or 40 on Twitch. Twitch is like super slow for me. Who's being welcomed? I am. Okay, so I'm at almost 2.3K on YouTube. Thank you, Captain. Tomb is one of the original viral games for on PC, featuring a very curvy female protagonist solving puzzles and stuff like that. Thank you, Jason. All right, let's go do the Mola Mola for Jason right here. He's at 125 on. God damn, 125K on Twitch. Damn, bro, it's big time. Big time. I'm just small frying. It's all good. Well, I gotta start somewhere though. We check out these things so you don't have to. I really do appreciate it, Captain. Thank you, thank you. Alright, so we're gonna do a Mola Mola, not Moa Moa. What up, Rainbow? Welcome back. Yeah, he's big time. 1.25K. That's that's a lot. That is a lot. Let's say compared to the 2.3K, almost 2.3K that I got. Jason Lewis. Mola. It's his full time job. Lucky. Maybe lucky and not lucky. It could be a bit taxing. Too then late is all good. This is like my part time job. I could just you could say side job. Hopefully, one day it becomes like a full time. But until then, yeah. Yeah, some people think streaming is easy. I mean, it's obviously a lot easier than a regular job, but it could be a bit exhausting depending on what type of content for streaming you'd be doing. Like I guess if you do podcasts, it's a bit more work because you have to like look for topics and all that stuff, and you got to do editing and stuff. But yeah, I'm doing well, Rainbow. Thank you for asking. But streaming is a lot easier than like a regular job. I've worked regular jobs. I still work regular jobs, and this is a lot easier than a regular 9 to 5. I hope you're doing well as well, ZB. What up, P Bandits? I am drawing a mola mola, aka a sunfish, right there. So have you been drawing as well, Rainbow? You're working 6 hours. All right. Thank you, Sense Cupcake. I really do appreciate the raid. I'll try to repay you somehow. Again, thank you very much, and I hope you rest well. I draw lots too. I'm trying to make a comic. Nice. What kind of comic are you trying to make? Likewise. Oh, we have an amazing nights. An amazing nights. Sleep well, and I hope you have a lucid dream and you're able to control it and have superpowers and fly and all that amazing stuff. A 2,200 pound cute fish. Yeah, these mola molas are kind of dumb, from what I remember. So I think we got like the shape done. I might do like a little human here just for like a size comparison. Like comic or manga, but no, sorry. Like comic or manga about knights and castles, war, stuff like that. Okay. Dark fantasy comic. Okay, I see you. I too was trying to make a comic book, but I kind of gave up instantly, mainly because I don't have the story planned out. But I wish you well on your comic. And if you're looking for an idea, there's two things I like to do when I want to draw and I just have no idea what to draw. One is just open Pinterest and just kind of scroll through the pictures and draw whatever piques my interest on Pinterest. And if I don't feel like doing that, then I'll open a page, a blank piece of paper, and I'll start doodling something like this. So if you don't know what to draw, but you want to draw, just get a blank sheet or new tablet page and just start drawing lines. Do lines, shapes, and just fill up the whole page like that. That was like, you're still drawing. And maybe every now and then you just write something. Words mean nothing. And maybe like a little tiny doodle. Yeah, so that's one of two things I do when I want to draw but don't know what to draw. Just fill up a page with a bunch of doodles. So it looks something like this. It's just, filled up. Do that or go on Pinterest and draw whatever piques your interest. That would be cool to do a good practice shading also right. Do you draw or read comics? I've I've drawn a few comic book characters and I do read comics. Not Marvel or DC though. I mainly read comics from Image Comics. I'm wearing a white beater for the first time in my life. It's 2XL and I look pretty jacked. A jack freaking. I'd be scared. Jack 47-year-old with a freaking big ass beard with a white beater. I read nudie comics and I don't read nudie comics. Although I do have a few, kind of raunchy ones. I haven't read Invincible. I do want to read Invincible and Spawn, but I haven't read those. So the ones I've read, what up, Ginger Loveless? I've read Chew, Black Science, Deadly Class. What else? I Hate Fairyland. What else? Southern Bastards. I think Witches. Nameless. There's a few that I have in my collection, as well as some from I think Dark Horse. The ones I have is Image Comics, Dark Horse. I think I have one from like Vertigo. Like Something is Killing the Children. I'm reading that one as well. Yeah, I'm into like the superheroes one. I think from Dark Horse I have something. I think that actually might be DC. Something is Killing the Children. From Dark Horse I've read and I really really enjoyed reading it was Horror County. That one was really good. I enjoyed it, and I shall be reading it again soon. Another from Image was Postal. I really enjoyed that one. Paper Girls, Geiger, Redcoat. Like the new universe that's coming up with Image, the Ghost Machine. I'm reading those. Those are really 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 good. I really like those. Would be cool to publish your own comic. Have you seen my comic I was working on? I had one page done and then I gave up because I didn't have the story. Do I recommend any art supplies? Um, Not really. I guess it depends what you're trying to do with your art. Like, do you have like a certain style you're trying to go for? If not, just experiment. You did yes. First, but it was well done. Okay. You hate blood? I mean, who loves blood? Mm-hmm. I'm using Tombow hard brush and Pentel Presto whiteout. I'm not sure what a Tombow hard brush is. I have this Tombow Mono Zero eraser. I recommend Simple to start. Good round brush for painting for sure. You had Youngblood 0 to 5. Youngblood 1 was the first ever Image comic. I don't think I've heard of it. You have Tombow products. You have a few. You love them. I think I have a few Tombows actually. They're pretty cool. I like this one's not Tombow, but I think I have a Tombow that it's dual tipped, which was really nice. I'm trying to see if I have it here on my wheel. I don't think I have it at the moment. Also, these Zig pens, Zig Memory System brushables. These are really cool, really fun to mess around with. Dual tip. You're chock full of the stuff. The pencil pencil white out must be a rejected like it's not so bad. I use stumble markers too. Ooh, which reminds me, I have a watercolor Winsor Newton marker, which I don't seem to have inside here. That one's really cool. That one's fun to use. Oh, here it is. This is really I really like how it feels. This Winsor Newton watercolor marker. Thank you. Is it Hoyson? You're so sad. What are you sad? Yeah, but I can't really recommend any certain art supplies. If anything, what I would recommend is just experiments. Winsor Newton has lovely products, but more pricey. But I got that Winsor Newton one for on in a supply box. What up, meow? Long time no see. You just ate a spider? No, you didn't. Like, I guess yeah. I guess also depends. What type of art you're doing. Then I can recommend maybe some art supplies. It's a very weird fish, that's for sure. It's not normal looking. The only thing I can say is just experiment with your art supplies. You're doing comments and bang style. I really like doing urban sketching. Then get you a good. Even to be like doing urban sketching. Maybe like a mechanical pencil, maybe like an '09. That's a bit more resistant than an '05. A draft Matic might be good. I do have my community turned on. And maybe some type of marker. Me personally, I really like using these pens, the R2 Rollerball. They're very, very good. Fluid. They're not really streaky. So like, if you want to draw with them, you can. Only downside is they kind of die quickish. Get a nice quality sketchbook and medium quality maybe. That's what we're not dollar store. These pens are from the dollar store. These R2 Rollerballs. Dollar store pens. A $1.25 for a 2-pack. Or maybe the Dollar General. It is a sunfish. Alright, later, Sleepy. Meow, Sleepy. We should do this. Coin comes with a white general and ink brush pen. Mine has good stuff for a decent price. Often has good sales too. I like the '05 Toga brands. I like the Ohu market along with some good zebra pens. Well, I mean, if you already have some tools and materials you like to use, then just stick with them and keep on using that. Me personally, I'm very experimental, so I use a bunch of different things. I'll use pencils, pens, markers, whiteboard erase markers, highlighters, paper, just anything and everything. I try to use it all. I'm very experimental when it comes to creating art, quote unquote art. You guys know whose markers? They're great. Even just for fun. What about this? You're fine. Spider gives you protein. You're fine, Captain. You're fine. And maybe if you have like some money to spare, you could maybe subscribe to a subscription. There was two that I used to be subscribed to. It was Sketchbox and I don't remember the other one. Artful, maybe? I'm not sure. But it was like two different subscriptions, and every single month they gave you like a random box. They gave you a box with like a bunch of random art supplies, and that's how I gathered a bunch of my art supplies through those subscriptions. I got some, pan pastels, some erasers, some markers, inks, just a bunch of random stuff that you could try out. Even some sketchbooks as well, paper, brushes. Myself an action figurine with some good posing for some art, posts for a comic. Okay. Kept an onion in half and one. How about the spider? Like real quick, let me show you some of my experimental art. I just dropped that. That's fine. Let me zoom out. So here are some of my experimental art. This is kind of like tame, nothing too crazy. Right here we started using a bit more things. So we got some acrylics, some yarn, some oil pastel. Right here we just have like a bunch of markers. Lots of color. I also use like a lot of color. Yeah, and love using crayons at the same time. The same type of books. Maybe you're sleeping, Golden. Probably. There's some acrylic. I really like these next few pages. Here's a self-portrait, believe it or not. But I was trying to be, just a bit abstract, experimental, like I said. Maybe I'm falling astray now. Perhaps. Yeah, it's very different from page to page. Here's another one. This whole page was done with highlighters and post-it notes. So all these around here were post-it notes that I just like ripped up and put on the page. The actual face was done with highlighters and a Sharpie. It's like I'm filling pages. I just realized I look like someone from the group that I don't have anything to do with wearing this tank top. Just sketching, that's it. I'll finish your mola Jason. Don't worry. And it's cut. So if we just, you see, it's cut. So we got one page here, and if you turn it, it makes a new page. And this one's a bit more, not abstract, but just has more stuff. So we got some like tape here, some more post-it notes, some cuttings I got from a magazine, some Copic markers, a tissue paper, Sharpies. So I'm just always experimenting. This one was done with the actual faces were done with oil pastels, and the background was done with a highlighter. I wonder who can guess how many tats you have. You have 10. That old woman is looking at because that's me. This is a self-portrait. I was I was sick and my eyes just felt swollen, red, puffy, and I felt like I had just, you know, boogers coming down my nose. So I did a little self-portrait there. For sure, I'll let you see those comics. Yeah, so I'm just very experimental. It's like crayons, kind of. Every now and then I'll do like some studies. Here we have a acrylic painting of a landscape. Some pastels. Just kind of skipping through here. Then we're going to have Enter the Zero. 40. I'm gonna say 40. Yeah, 40 tats. So I use a bunch of, I wouldn't say a bunch of color, but I just use color and just whatever I find lying around. Cool sometimes for drawing too or painting. I use a lot of blues too. You got it. I'm probably a 0. I really like how this one came out. I don't know, kind of reminds me like of a dream. So yeah, that was a bit of that sketchbook. Not an actual dream I had, but it just reminds me kind of like of a dream. How many full sketchbooks do I have? At the moment, I would say around, let me see, I think I have maybe 4 or 5 sketchbook tours, but then I have a few more. So I would say between 6 and 8 sketchbooks full at the moment. I know with me, better said, because there's some that I have like in my parents' house, maybe like another 3, which I have no idea where they are. So I have a few full sketchbooks. Each sketchbook is completely different from the last. How you've been drawing for probably since you were a kid, right? Also want to see anytime you want to show them. Imagine a human even was the size of one of those fins. So I do have sketchbook tours on my channel. I said I have maybe like 4 or 5 of them. If you want to check them out. And I've been drawing on and off since I was a kid. Like I remember I there's some drawings I have from when I was in elementary, but I never really drew like that in elementary. It was just sometimes, just for fun. and then I will stop. Let's say I'll draw like a few months in fourth grade, and I'll stop, and then at fifth grade I'll start drawing again, and I'll stop, and then in seventh grade I'll start again and stop. So it's always been like a start and stop, start and stop. So it wasn't like really until like maybe high school when I kind of like really started, kind of quotations. When I was in ninth grade, I started drawing again for a few months, and then I stopped. And then in 12th grade, I picked it up again, and I continued drawing from 12th grade until I graduated. And then after I graduated, I still continued drawing, almost every single day. And after a few months of doing that, I kind of like slowed down a little bit. Still drew, not as much, but I've been pretty consistent with drawing since last year, or better said, since 2024. December 2024 is when I really, decided, what, let me focus on drawing and try and get better. So since December of 2024, I've been drawing every single day. Sometimes it's random things, other times it's me trying to, actually get better. I'll sit down and try to like, do a decent looking image. Let's see if I can find one. I don't know, maybe something like this. What else we got here? Maybe something like this. Yeah, as I feel usually from childhood, same art is life for you. Like you're serious about it. These fish will come to the surface and on the sides so birds can pick the parasites from them. I have seen that. I follow the sketch channel on YouTube, not sure the name. But it's an older fellow. He's a teacher. He also art things like teaching you how to draw. Trying to think, maybe I've seen the one you're talking about. Let me see if I can find a picture of a human so I can draw next to them. I do a lot of practice drawings. Maybe not so much on this sketchbook. This one's kind of newish, so I don't have much to show. But yeah, I practice a lot. A little bit of everything. He wears glasses and a hat. Oh, Christian Silva. I know exactly what you're talking about. Then if it's the one who is that guy, he's bald, but he wears kind of like those little caps. I forgot what they're called. Yeah, it was like Christian Silva, Christ, something like that. No, not him. Okay, he's the only one that I know that he's he's an older guy. He wears a little rascal's hat, no cap. He wears glasses and is about 4 years old. Okay, then no. No, it's not a Jewish cap. It's like a little rascal's little type of hat. Alright, so it might be probably different then. Yeah, something like that. Usually just art videos. Mine's kind of like a mix at the moment. But there's a few like art channels that I be following. Yeah, look at a giant mouth with the shading on the right to the bottom. Actually, that's my mouth right. No, here's kind of just their pattern that they have. Actually, my freaking everything my things be full of it's music, art, and lately a bunch of Minecraft. I've been playing a bunch of Minecraft and like politics. Even though I keep politics out of this channel, I do be following some political channels just to gotta keep up with the world news and stuff. But I won't get into that. Let's see. That's pretty much him for this one. Which YouTube related to what we watch. But actually, I feel like YouTube has been more or less pushing things that I've been watching. They also do a lot of DIY too. But let me get some more water. Thirsty. There we go. Yeah, freaking University of YouTube. There you go, Jason. Mola. Excuse me. Actually, probably disconnect this here. Let me get a different sketchbook. I'm gonna be working on a few anatomy or figure poses, figure drawings. All right, let's zoom out a bit. So we're gonna do some figure drawings here. Something I've been practicing forever. 99% of political channels are to have an agenda they push, right or left. Yeah, but so I won't get into it. But I try to keep myself, open to both sides. Try to keep a healthy balance. Don't stick to just one side. I thought are cool to do. Specifically on the iris. Oopsie, not supposed to show that. Here we go. Let's get my pen. Unless I'm gonna do some figure drawings. Where is my? Oh. Not got much there. Alright, just waiting for this drawing to load up. There you go. Alright, so the first ones are gonna be a bit sloppy and rusty. It's been a while, but they're best. You drew a card last week, that was okay, but you need more to the proportions. Thank you, Sky, for the likes. I haven't done anything yet, but I do appreciate them. It's gonna be these first few are gonna be rusty, but well, we're gonna try to keep it loose. At the moment, I'm kind of just drawing on people. I do take requests. Unfortunately, I'm only doing kind of like commissions, so it's $2 for a drawing and then $8 for a painting. If you'd like to see, then I'll show you some of my work. I'm trying to make some money. I know, how rude of me. Although every now and then I do take requests for free. There you go. I try to look for fairs and markets too. Let me try local fairs and markets. Something like that. I found it to be great to do well. Well, I'm not sure there's many fairs here. Markets, there's like swap meets, and I thought about going there and doing like kind of like caricatures. But I was like, I don't know. One, I already think people would want them, and two, I just had like a really tough time, setting a price for myself. I feel like right now it's very reasonable prices. I would say $2 for like a drawing, and $8 for like a painting. Just from also look how it's average for what you do. That's fair. That's I feel that's my biggest problem, just figuring out like a pricing. Because sometimes like I thought about actually doing commissions locally. Like oh here I'll paint your pet or whatever. I'm like okay I could charge $10 for a painting. I'm like what happens if it takes me 10 hours or whatever? I'm losing money at that point. Work 10 hours for $10, like it's not worth it. But at the same time, I don't want to charge too much. I feel like art is like one of those things where people are like don't really want to charge or pay too much for. It's like, what, you gonna charge me $50 for this painting? And it's like so small, whatever. It's like, yeah, I'm charging $50, but it also took me 20 hours. most swap meets, flea markets, people are selling things. Just people are going to resell them. Just saying, yeah. About a painting a fella who did it for $25, and it took him 3 minutes flat. That was his guarantee. It was free pay art, super wicked, 10 hours. You gotta do. You gotta do what works. Yeah, that's my thing. Is like, what feels kind of fair for like the person buying it, and for me, because I could do like a drawing in a few minutes, or even like an hour. Paintings obviously take a lot longer, anywhere from, let's say, an hour and a half to maybe like 5 6 hours, depending how detailed I'm making it. But like I'll say, I feel like it's one of those things where people don't really want to pay for it. They're like, how much? I ain't gonna pay for that for a fucking drawing. Like they want it, but they don't want to fucking pay for it. It's like, yeah, you gotta, you know how much time I put into it. So everything I'll probably start just locally, maybe posting on Facebook or some shit. Be like, hey, I'll draw your pet or I'll paint your pet. But until I started, practicing more things, drawing people two in one frame. Most of the things I draw is just like one person, one animal. Yeah, a lot of people want things like really cheap, which I understand. You want to get the best for the least. Yeah, time ain't cheap. Good morning. How are you? But it is what it is. Some more water. Excuse me. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll be able to support myself and my wife through my art. That's kind of the goal, honestly. Truthishly, it is currently 1:12 in the morning for me. But to how things are, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes, how it is. It's like when people want me to do a brake job on the car for $20, like, yeah, I get you, Jason. Excuse me. I've said it before. My wife and I, we have like a tiny, tiny, tiny business, and I say like tiny, tiny because it's just me and her. And we work for ourselves. And a lot of times we get like customers asking for a price, like how much do you charge, and we give them a price, be like, oh, okay, let me go see if I can find someone cheaper. All right, then whatever, go for it. Or sometimes they're like, oh no, that's kind of a lot of money, but like I feel like we're pretty cheap for what we're charging, what we do. I feel like we're relatively cheapish. But people are always trying to look for like a better a deal, which I can't blame them. but it's like you know you're paying for the time, experience, and all that stuff. Like I mean, I've been kind of open about it. So we clean houses for a living, my wife and I, and like some people like would try to like haggle their way with the price, and it's like okay, here's our price. I said we're pretty cheap, I'd say, compared to like other people. You get either go with us or go with someone else, and sometimes they'll be like, oh, I was talking to this other person. They'll say they'll do it for like this much, but if you give me a better price, I'll go with you. And we're just like, you know what? No, that's fine. Go with them. Thank you, but no, thank you. I'll leave heavy lifting for the mechanics, trusted ones. Many are crooks, but not all. That's true. I'm very, very bad at making characters, so am I. So am I. I kind of messed up with his arm. Should have been a bit lower. You cut your own hair and all sorts. You never been a temple in your life. I don't you? Yeah, some of the prices are ridiculous. Even like for cutting, like for haircuts. Like some barbers be like, "Yeah, I'll cut your hair for like $60." Like, god damn, I just want like a simple cut, nothing crazy at all. And we started posting videos of art, but not get so many, not get, don't get see no many views. You just gotta keep on posting, and eventually you'll start getting views. You cannot expect to post and get thousands of views right away. It's not how it works. If you're thinking this kind of like a get rich way or get famous quick, nah. A lot of people be posting, going live for years before anything happens, and then a lot of them don't even get anywhere. Like I've been posting on YouTube for maybe 6 years now, 6, 8 years, something like that. So I've been doing it for a while, not consistently, but I have been doing it for a while. I'm not at a million subscribers. I just use a pair of little clips to brush your hair. I just mess up the hairstyle. It depends. I think the minimum wage in the state is $20. I'm not sure what the federal is. Maybe like I don't know, like $10. I really don't know what the minimum wage is for the country, but I know for the states is I think like $20, or at least maybe like in LA. Um, 300 bucks a year. God damn. That's what I mean. Freaking, they be charging like just so much. Sometimes for like so little. My wife had started cutting my hair, but even before that, I found like a very very cheap barber, and like she cuts my hair for like $15, which is very very cheap. I said compared to like $50, $80, it's just crazy. Manager for your country. All right, so yeah, so 7.25 is the minimum wage for the country. But in the U.S. we have states, and each state has their own minimum wage. So I think in California is 20. I'm not sure what it is in others. Mhm. He sends a picture of results. Okay, I see it. Okay, now this time it is actually more pink. It's more pink than purple, but yeah, this one is actually showing. Yeah, it looks nothing like the box. Yeah, it's like a hot pink. Well, right now it looks like it's still wet, but it does seem like at the very top of your head it's more purple, but the rest of your head is it's a very hot pink. Yeah, no, I'll be mad. It looks nothing like the box. The box is purple. Yours is pink. Hopefully, when it dries out, it becomes purple. Mhm. Mhm. That was the second time I was cheated out of purple hair. I think just purple is not your thing. No more self DIYs, whatever. Mhm. Not sure why you got added on TikTok. Who you made you mad that day? How did that make you mad? Well, okay then, Lucy. I'm not sure how it made you mad, but alright. Behind. Every away. Let me see, you get started earning a super chat free. Keep your money. It's all good. Don't worry about it. You don't got a super chat. Move forward. Alright, later have fun playing badminton. Goodbye, goodbye. Something like that. Something like that. That. Like that. Let's see, June 11th. 26. Okay, I'll just leave it as is. And I'll call this done. And I'll end the stream here. It's been a while since I've done some sketches. There's like some better ones. It is when I was like doing it consistently every single day. I don't want to live there. Thailand, also there. I like my drinks and women. Thank you, Roy. Explore for the star. Thank you. So this is when I was like, just drawing a bunch of poses consistently every single day. Most of these are, men. Then we also got some females here. But anyways, I'll leave it there. I'm beginning off of here. I'll probably go play some Minecraft for a bit. But I'll be back tomorrow with some more drawing if you guys are interested. If not, then I'll see you when I see you. If not, then oh well. Need some more water. So thank you to Jason and Roy Explorers for the support, as well as Rainbow for being here, and anyone else who was here watching. Yeah, I'm gonna stream Minecraft, play with Joy. Gonna be doing that. Alright, then see you guys later. Stretch. Let me stretch real quick.
I don't. Bye, everyone.